Welcome to the Panic Button. I'm Nina.
And I'm Remy. I'm Jessie. Sorry.
My mouth is still swollen. Don't mind me. We're reacting to this ad that's a pro-Harris Wallace ad. It's from a guy named, let me just make sure I got his name right here, Jacob Reed.
Okay.
He's a writer and director for Jimmy Kimmel, Funny or Die, Nickelodeon, BuzzFeed, all that stuff.
Oh, is this the commercial where they're saying weird things?
Yeah. So I figured we would react to that.
I'm a man because I'll put my mouth in front of Kamala Harris, right? Something like that?
You're pretty close.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man.
Did you see how he was sitting?
I eat my steak rare, and I'm a woman.
Man enough to cook my steak rare. I'm man enough.
I think
I'm man enough.
that man would never taste anything with a little blood in it. Look at him.
Oh, that was a bad one. It was bad.
You didn't like it? I thought it was.
It was good, but it was pretty gross.
It's not going to get taken down by YouTube.
Hey, you're right.
Also, though, I'm not a man and I eat my steak rare. Does that make me, should I transition according to these people?
You are man enough.
Jesus Christ.
He's man enough to sit like a woman and still be a man. But then what is a man and what is a woman? Do they know? I'm not sure.
I don't think that the cooking of your steak
Has anything to do with you being a man?
nor the type of, I think, what do you say, bourbon?
Yeah.
Does he like bourbon? I like whiskey. Does that mean anything? No.
You have to understand, this is what the left thinks men are.
Continue.
Enough to deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid of...
There's a lot of eyebrow action while talking about your kid.
I changed the shit out of my baby's diaper. That just sounds weird.
Well, that's
doesn't
actually accurate.
it? But you know what I'm trying to say? I
But
braid
that's
the
just-
shit out of my daughter's hair. Yeah, I'm manly.
It's like I pick the hell out of my daughter's outfits. You know what I mean? It's just a weird way to phrase it.
I use the shit out of the carpool lane when I take them to soccer camp. Some shit.
Nina's over here I don't have kids. I don't know what they do with kids. What else do kids do?
I don't know, but apparently to be a man, you could just say anything but put the shit in front of it, and it's awesome. And it's manly.
Afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I ain't afraid of bears.
Sorry.
It would have been funny if he said, I can fix a blown transmission. I blow cheese for breakfast.
But do you think it's funny that the one who's eating carburetors for breakfast is the biggest one in
Well, you
the
said
ad?
this guy's a comedy dude, right? So he intentionally did that. That's also why he had the gay man sit like that and say he eats steaks.
I think most of these guys in the ad are gay, or at least a little bi-leaning.
Oh, that guy's definitely gay.
Yes, because men sit like that, posing for a high school graduation photo.
I was going to say a family portrait.
Yeah. Whoa.
Bears, that's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women. They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want
Women want an abortion? Great, I don't want responsibility either. I mean, that's not shocking.
Hey, I'm not afraid of women.
As if you should be.
One man said, I'm not afraid of women.
We should totally make the opposite of this commercial, and we'll just call it, We're Not Afraid of Men, Vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Because that at least makes more sense, because men shouldn't be afraid of women, but women are all afraid of men.
Why do they think men are afraid of women, and that's why they don't want... Oh, because they don't know what men are.
They think men feel inferior because women have more control, and that's why they're making this commercial to be it's not a real big deal.
I'm just curious here. If they don't know what a woman is, if a man could be a woman, then why would a man be afraid of a woman if he could become her? According to the left's logic.
Why would a man be afraid of a woman anyways, from the get?
Because she's stronger than him.
Because she could have his baby. That's about it.
That's scary because, then she could strap him down with,
Child support, 18 years.
yeah, he's stuck.
Yeah, he can't not talk to that woman for 18 years.
So maybe he's afraid of women because he's afraid of responsibility.
Yeah, it's between that and the fact that they're worried men have an inferiority complex.
Hold on. But the guys that they're saying are afraid of women are the guys that are voting for Trump, are the guys who are also pro-life, anti-abortion. So doesn't that kind of indicate what they're talking
Contradict?
about? Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to say here.
It's a lot.
To be childless cat ladies? Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right.
You shouldn't say have all the cats you want. Have you not seen hoarding situations? Do you really want to say let people have as many animals as they want?
Yeah, next thing you know, they're going to have chickens piled in crates and saying they're happy.
I'm totally fine if you want to live your life and only have animals as your fur babies. No human babies. That's totally fine. I'm just saying maybe like put a cap on the amount of animals people can have within a certain area.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Because I'm man enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of...
Tell me that's not a homosexual line.
Full-throated endorsement. Well, if you're saying full-throated, you're not referring to vaginal relations. You're speaking specifically of homosexual relations.
Wouldn't a man want a woman to be full-throated, not a man to be full-throated?
Yeah, that's what kind of makes it really gay.
Did he just say he wants to take Kamala's?
Is he trying to say that Kamala could be a man?
Does he want to pull Kamala Harris's plastic?
He's man enough to do that.
Yeah, if he wants to.
He's man enough.
It's a free country.
What kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
Or one of those pants books that's...
Who's banning Little Women? We're banning All Boys Aren't Blue, and this book is gay. And Lolita.
Well, Lolita is actually written by a French dude, and it's talking about how Americans will taint anything young and innocent.
Yeah, but I don't think little kids should be reading that
No,
shit.
it's a metaphorical book, though. It's not like a literal book. I don't think kids should be able to read it, but if you know the intention of the book, it changes the entire outlook you have. Instead of just seeing a book where it's a really creepy dude, you're like, oh my God, they're right. America takes things that are good, and then they f them in the ass until they're not. And
You're
that's
good,
what
you.
Lolita is.
You're good.
It's written by a French dude.
sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it.
Why are there so many phallic references?
A lot of them. Maybe the director, maybe Jacob Reed's gay.
That could be it.
You said the French dude wrote Lolita, that the Olympics were very gay.
And you're just putting French together with Lolita now. I'm going to hit play.
I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse.
But you missed it when he said
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it.
raw dogging. Raw dogging. Mm-hmm. How old do you think that guy is who's talking about raw dogging?
At least 40.
Okay, so he should know that he did live in a time when there were no devices you could take on planes because they didn't exist, like cell phones.
You still had Walkmans and...
We had Walkmans,
And you
yeah.
had, like, the handheld game systems.
First of all, raw dogging actually referred to not using protection when you were having sex. Now it turns into this very homosexual straight man.
I don't know why it caught on. I don't know.
Flex. Hey, I could go on a flight and not touch stuff and not listen to stuff and just sit on the plane. I'm tough. Left-leaning guys, that is what a man is to them. I did that when I was 9. Are you saying that the masculinity of the men on the left is an equivalent to a 9-year-old me?
Probably. That's probably the most accurate comparison.
Shit, I'm manly. I was a fucking dude when I was 9! Yeah.
I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse.
I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually.
Good Will Hunting.
West Side Story. That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful.
That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to.
Did you sound convinced when he said, I love women? I was not convinced, sir. I don't think you love women as much as you say you do. It's just the way you're sitting that proves it all.
You can, like, appreciate women and still not want to vote for one that specifically is against the things you stand for.
Yeah, just because you don't like that woman doesn't mean you hate all women.
Right. Just because I don't agree with your candidate who happens to be a woman doesn't mean I don't eventually want a woman president.
We just don't want that one.
If the Tulsi Gabbard was running,
Hey, all for
there'd
Tulsi.
be a whole different category here, but we're not looking at that plate. We're looking at this plate, and we have Trump or Kamala.
Not to have families.
Women who take charge. And I'm man enough to help them win.
I'm man enough to let my woman take charge of everything. Isn't that called a deadbeat? That's what they call them, right?
They didn't even give him money to do this. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. They didn't even give him money to do this. He just got a bunch of dudes together, got him to say some gay shit, and said he was for Kamala Harris. What is this?
Because
nobody even wanted it. Nobody said, do this for me.
Because Jacob Reed is a left-leaning man. And he wanted men to vote for Harris because she's losing a lot of the male voters. So he thought he would do this to pump them up and be like, yeah, men are going to see this and men are going to want to vote for them. Not realizing that I think his comedy is best when he's doing it unintentionally, because that was fucking funny. But the shit that he writes, when's the time you watched Jimmy Kimmel and laughed?
I don't ever watch late night TV.
There you go. Like and subscribe to our channel
Comment,
below. Join our membership for early.
like, subscribe.
I think that was obnoxious enough to make them remember. Have a good one.